Good news, bad news. Grammar, narrative, tenses, vocabulary, adverbs. Everyday English saying when. Reading a spy story. Listening James Bond, The Man with the Golden Gun, writing picture stories, narrative writing. Oh. Watch the video introduction. Use your workbook for self-study. 3. 1. Who are these people? 2. Think of as many reasons as possible why they are taking photographs. 3. Which of the reasons are good news? Stories? Which are bad news? Go online for more practice and to check your progress. 29. Starter. Grammar, narrative, tenses, past simple and past continuous. 1. What is the past simple of these verbs? Which are regular? Which are irregular? Become, clean, die, feed, feel, find, give, go, grow, hope, hear, pass, stay, take, try, want. 2. Practice saying them around the class. Become, became. 3.1 Listen and check. Irregular verbs p. 158. A good news story. 1. Look at the photos, title, and map. Why is this a good news story? 2. Read the article quickly. Who is João Pereira de Sousa? Who is Dindum? Where did João find Dindum? Where does Dindum swim to every year? 3. Read and complete the article with 10 verbs from the starter in the past simple. 4. These lines are from the text. Read it again and work with a partner to decide where they go. What is the tense of the verbs in bold? The poor bird was dying. Right pointing arrow because he was enjoying the company of his new friend. When he was fishing. Right pointing arrow João was walking sadly home from the beach. 3.2 Listen to the complete article and check. 5. Make the questions. Then ask and answer them with your partner. 1. What, João find? 2. What, João doing when? Found it. 3. Where, take the penguin. 4. What, feed it. 5. How long, Dindum stay? 6. Why, João happy? What did João find? A tiny, sick penguin. 7. Which month, Dindum disappear? 8. Which month, return? 3.3 Listen and check. Penguin swims 5,000 miles every year. To visit the man WHO saved his life. João says, I love the penguin like he's my own child, and I believe the penguin loves me. Single quote. João Pereira de Sousa, 71, lives on an island near Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. He is a retired bricklayer but still works as a part-time fisherman. One day, about 5 years ago, he found a tiny, sick penguin on the beach near his home. The penguin's feathers were covered in oil. João sorry for the sick, little bird, and so he 4. Him back to his home. He cleaned him and him sardines, and he named Dindum. The penguin soon healthy again. After a week or 2, João seashore and ate him the strong and down to put Dindum back into the water. The penguin didn't want to go. He stayed with João, getting bigger and bigger, beautiful new feathers on his back. 8 months passed. João was 9. Very happy. Then suddenly, one day in February, Dindum disappeared. João was sad to lose him, but hoped that the bird just wanted to return to his penguin family. 4 more months passed, when suddenly he 10 _ familiar, honking, sound, Dindum was back. 201. João and Dindum. So it was, and so it is. Every year since then, Dindum spends 8 months with João and then disappears for 4 months. Where does he go? It is thought that he swims 2,500 miles to the coast of Argentina or Chile to start a penguin family and then swims 2,500 miles back to João. That's 5,000 miles a year to be with the man who saved his life. Venezuela. Colombia. North Atlantic Ocean. Grammar spot. 1. The past simple expresses a completed action in the past. 5 years ago, João found a sick penguin on the beach. He cleaned him and fed him sardines. 2. Complete the question and negative. Where? The penguin. He take the penguin? Want to go. 3. The past continuous expresses an activity in progress in the past. He was fishing when he found the penguin. Compare these sentences. I had a bath last night. Opening parenthesis. Equals completed action. I was having a bath when my phone rang. Opening parenthesis. Equals interrupted action. O grammar reference 3.1 to 3.3. Spelling. P 144. 6. Write the past simple of these regular verbs, then answer the questions. A. Work. Stay want. B. Try. Study. C. Arrive live. Hope. D. Stop. Plan. 1. How is the regular past tense formed? 2. How is the past tense formed when the verb ends in a consonant plus y? 3. When do we double the final consonant? Think of more examples. Pronunciation. 7. Say the past of these regular verbs to a partner. How do you pronounce the ed ending? Write them on the correct line. Look, visit, stay, work, clean, play. Pass, phone, want, hope, answer, enjoy. T. Looked. South. Pacific Ocean. Peru. Chile. Bolivia. D. Stayed. Brazil. Id. Visited. 3.4 Listen, check and repeat. 83.5 Look at the pronunciation of was and were. Listen and practice the sentences. Notice stressed and unstressed words. Argentina. South Atlantic. 1. WZ. He was walking home. What was he doing? Ocean. 2. WL. 3. They were playing football. What were they doing? WDZNT. He wasn't listening. W3. NT. They weren't enjoying the party. Practice. Discussing grammar. 1. What's the difference between these pairs of sentences? 1. When we arrived, she was making coffee. When we arrived, she made coffee. 2. What were you doing when you saw the accident? What did you do when you saw the accident? 2. Choose the correct verb form. 1. I saw, was seeing a good film yesterday. 2. While I shopped, was shopping this morning. I lost, was losing my wallet. 3. The police stopped, were stopping me on the motorway because I drove, was driving too fast. 4. How did you break, were you breaking your leg? Single quote. I was skiing, skied and I hit, was hitting a tree. 5. I was cut my finger while I was cooking, cooked dinner. 6. Did you have, were you having a good holiday? Talking about you, truth or lies? 3. Write 2 sentences about where you were and what you were doing at these times. Write one that is a lie and one that is the truth. Tell a partner. Black circle at 7.15 this morning. Black circle at 9.00 this morning. Black circle at 1.00 p.m. yesterday. Black circle at 3.00 yesterday afternoon. At 10.00 last night. At 10.00 last Sunday morning. At 7.15 this morning. I was running in the park. I was coming home in a taxi after an all-night party. Can your partner guess which sentence is true? In your own words. 4. Work in small groups. Look at these news headlines. What do you think the articles are about? Woman injured while texting. Teenage party ends in tears. Rat's tail found in sandwich. Boy, 5, stops robbers. Vase bought for £5 sold for £50 million. 53.6 Listen to 2 people talking about 2 of the articles. Which 2 are they talking about? What happened? Tell the story in your own words. 6. In your group, choose one of the other headings and make up a story about what happened. Tell it to the rest of the class. They can ask questions about it. Whose party was it? What were the boys' parents doing? Who bought the vase? Go online for more grammar practice. Good news or bad news? 7. Read the two stories quickly. Are they good news or bad news? 8. Work with a partner. Student A. Read about Alistair and Johnny Brownlee. Complete your text with these verbs in the past simple. Go, begin, fall, feel, run, see, put, think. Student B. Read about Nate Williams. Complete your text with these verbs in the past simple. Buy, seest, fall, feel, find, tell, see, write. 9. Go through your article again with your partner and discuss your answers. What regular past simple verbs can you find in both articles? Underline them. 10. These lines come from the articles. Which article? Where exactly do they go? They were watching the race on TV. They were nearing the finishing line. He was finding it difficult to walk. When we were leaving the shop. While they were doing their shopping when she was paying. 3.7. Listen and check. 11. Make some questions about your story. Ask and answer them with your partner. What, where, black circle, why? When, black circle, who? How plus old, much? When did the brothers begin racing? They began racing. ... How much did Nate's panda cost? It cost ... Project. Find a news story that interests you. Do some research. Black circle in the next lesson, bring in pictures and articles. Tell the class about the story. Be prepared to answer questions. Brotherly love. He did it for Mum. Brothers Alistair and Johnny Brownlee were just 6 and 8 years old when they began doing triathlons. 2 years ago, they flew to London to compete in the Triathlon World Series. It was a hot day, but the boys were doing well. Alistair was running behind his younger brother. He 3_ to himself, this is perfect, Johnny's going to win, and I'm going to come second or third. Single quote. Suddenly, with only 700 meters to go, Alistair saw that Johnny was in Brownlee GBR. Brownlee GBR. Trouble. He wasn't running, and he couldn't breathe. Alistair up to his brother. His arm. 5. Round him and started to run with him to the finishing line. Their worried parents, Keith and Kathy, were at home in Yorkshire right pointing arrow when Alistair finally pushed his brother over the line and Johnny to the ground. Fortunately, Johnny was soon very proud of both. And running again. Their parents ate their sons. Sorry, Nate. Not until payday. Single quote. N. 8. Williams, 10, was shopping with his mum, Tracy, in an Asda supermarket in Liverpool when he spotted a huge toy panda. It cost £15. Nate immediately took love with it. He picked it up and carried it. But at the checkout, his mum her sad little boy that she couldn't afford the panda until her next payday. Nate didn't want to say goodbye to his new friend, Pandy. So a cardboard box and a message on it for other shoppers to read. It said, "To buy me Pandy on the 15th of June, so please. My mum didn't have enough money to be today, so she buying me Pandy. Don't buy him as it will make from hopeful future owner." Me cry. Some shop workers noticed Nate's message. They thank you. Sorry for the boy, and so they clubbed together and and so much the toy for him. They posted a message on Facebook to try and find him. Tracy ate the post, and they returned to the shop to get Pandy. She couldn't believe how kind the staff were. She said. Nate turned to me and said that it was the best day of his life. Single quote. Reading and listening a spy story. 1. Who is James Bond? What do you know about him? Share your ideas with the class. 2. These are all posters for James Bond films. Have you seen any? Do you know any more James Bond films? What was the most recent Bond film? Black circle. Do you know the translation of any of the titles in your language? 2. Sean Connery. James Bonds. James Bond 007. All-time high. Contra. Doctor. No. Albert Roccoli. Roger Moore and Fleming's James Bond 007. Octopussy. 5. 6. You know the name, you know the number. 0075. GoldenEye. Spectre. 007. Coming soon. 3. You are going to listen to an extract from The Man with the Golden Gun. Cover the story and look at the pictures. What can you guess about the story? 3.8. Listen and check. 43.8. Listen again, then answer the questions. 1. Name the people in the pictures. Where are they? 2. How did Mary Goodnight get into the room? 3. Why did she come to find James Bond? 4. Where did they go to talk? 5. What did Scaramanga say? What did he do? 5. Read the story. Find the lines in the text that go with each picture. The Man with the Golden Gun. James Bond got back to his hotel room at midnight. The windows were closed and the air conditioning was on. Bond switched it off and opened the windows. His heart was still thumping in his chest. He breathed in the air with relief, then he had a shower and went to bed. At 3:30 he was dreaming, not very peacefully, of 3 black-coated men with red eyes and angry white teeth. Suddenly, he woke up. He listened. There was a noise. It was coming from the window. Someone was moving behind the curtain. James Bond took his gun from under his pillow, got quietly out of bed, and crept slowly along the wall towards the window. Someone was breathing heavily behind the curtain. Bond pulled it back with one quick movement. Dot. Dot. Golden hair shone in the moonlight. Mary Goodnight. Bond cursed. What the hell are you doing here? Single quote. Quick, James. Help me in. Mary whispered urgently. Bond put down his gun and tried to pull her through the open window. At the last moment, the window banged shut with a noise like a gunshot. Bond cursed again. 3, 4, 6. Are the sentences true? Check mark. Or false? X. Question mark. Correct the false sentences. 1. James Bond felt happy to be back in his hotel room. 2. Bond was dreaming about Mary Goodnight. 3. A man with a gun woke Bond at 3:30 a.m. 4. Bond was very pleased to see Mary Goodnight. 5. Bond's gun went off while he was pulling Mary through the window. 6. They talked while the shower was going. 7. Bond knew that Hendrix was looking for him. 8. Bond was trying to help Mary get out of the hotel. Language work. 7. Write the past form of these verbs from the story. Which are irregular. 1. Get. Got. 5. Creep. 9. Try. 2. Breathe. 6. Shine. 10. Lead. 3. Wake up. 7. Whisper. 11. Give. 4. Take. 8. Put. 12. Stand up. 7. Mary Goodnight whispered, I'm terribly sorry, James. Shush. Shush, said Bond. He quickly led her across the room to the bathroom. First, he turned on the light, then the shower. They sat down together on the side of the bath. Bond asked again, what the hell are you doing here? What's the matter? Single quote. James, I was so worried. A most immediate message came from HQ this evening. A top KGB man, using the name Hendrix, is staying in this hotel. He knows you're here. He's looking for you. Single quote. I know, said Bond. Hendrix is here all right. So is a gunman called Scaramanga. Mary, did HQ say if they have a description of me? Single quote. No, they don't. They just have your name, Secret Agent James Bond. Single quote. Thanks, Mary. Now, I must get you out of here. Don't worry about me, just tell HQ that you gave me the message, okay? Single quote. Okay, James. Mary Goodnight stood up and looked into his eyes. Please take care, James. Single quote. Sure, sure. Bond turned off the shower and opened the bathroom door. Now, come on. Single quote. Suddenly, a voice came from the darkness of the bedroom. This is not your lucky day, Mr. Bond. Come here both of you and put your hands up. Single quote. Scaramanga walked to the door and turned on the lights. His golden gun was pointing directly at James Bond. 8. In your own words. 8. Use the pictures to tell the story to a partner. James Bond got back to his hotel room at midnight. ... What do you think? Work in groups. Discuss these questions and try to work out the rest of the story. 1. Who is Scaramanga? Is he... ... Question mark. Black Circle, an assassin hired to kill James Bond. Black Circle, the leader of a terrorist group. Black Circle, a poker player who lost his money to James Bond. 2. Who is Mary Goodnight? Is she... ... Question mark. Black Circle, James Bond's girlfriend. Black Circle, in fact, working for Scaramanga. Black Circle, a secret agent like James Bond. 3. What happens next in the story? Does Scaramanga... ... Question mark. Black Circle kill James Bond and Mary. Black Circle capture James Bond and Mary. Capture Mary and take her to a secret island. 4. What happens in the end? Black Circle, James Bond escapes but Mary is killed. Black Circle, Scaramanga is hurt but escapes with Mary. James Bond saves the world and gets the girl. Read the summary on page 155. Were your ideas right? Watch a video about another story which was turned into a famous film, Titanic. Vocabulary and speaking. Adverbs. 1. Many regular adverbs end in lie. Match a verb in A with an adverb in B. You can find them in the text about James Bond on P34. Some match with more than one. A. Dream. B. Wake up. Quietly, peacefully. Whisper. Suddenly. Creep. Heavily. Get out of bed. Urgently. Breathe. Slowly. 4. Look at the pairs of sentences. Which words in bold are adverbs and which are adjectives? What do you notice about them? Is this a fast train to London? I work hard and play hard. I got up early this morning. Slow down. You drive too fast. She's a very hard worker. We caught the early train. Drive. Carefully come back. Soon. Legger. 2. What is the adverb form of these adjectives? 1 is irregular. Clear, noisy, careful, easy. Complete, good, bad, fluent. 3. Write an adverb from 2 to go with these words. 1. Play a game. Word order. 5. Put the adverbs in the correct place in the sentence. Sometimes there is more than one possibility. 1. I was dreaming when a loud noise woke me up. Opening parenthesis. Peacefully, suddenly. 2. I got up in the morning and worked all day. Opening parenthesis. Early, hard. 3. My grandma is 80 and she goes swimming. Opening parenthesis. Nearly, still, regularly. 4. I was relaxing with a good book when someone knocked on the door. Opening parenthesis. Just, really, loudly. 5. My sister is 3, but she can read and write. Opening parenthesis. Only, already, well. 6. Some of my friends are on Facebook. My dad's on Facebook. Opening parenthesis. Continually, even. 7. Do you love me? I do. I love you. Opening parenthesis. Really, of course, passionately. A sad poem with adverbs. 63.10 Listen to and read the poem. What do you think happened? Which of these titles suits it best? Can you think of a better one? Happily ever after, eternal love. Love's a cruel game. Single quote. I ran into your arms so happily, you looked at me guiltily, you spoke to me quite softly. 2. Play a game. And lose and win. 3. Explain the rules. I turned and walked away sadly, gradually, I learned to smile again. 4. Eat something. 5. Forget something. 6. Drive. 7. Speak Spanish. 8. Pass an exam. 3.9 Listen and check. Work with a partner. Try to remember some of the conversations. Practice them. 7. Read the poem aloud to a partner, with feeling. Write a similar poem together using adverbs. Read it to the class. Dot. Dot. With feeling. Go online for more vocabulary practice. Everyday English saying when. 1. Answer the questions. Black circle. What's the date today? Tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. When's your birthday? What year were you born? What's your date of birth? Do you know what time you were born? 3.11 Listen and compare. What dates do you hear? 2. Look at the two ways of saying the date. 1. 3. What's the date today? B. It's March the 22nd. C. It's the 22nd of March. Practice saying the dates below in two ways. 03. Feb. June 12th. Morn. July. 33.13 Listen to how Americans say the dates. What's the difference between British and American English? 4. Practice saying the years. 2012. 2002. 1980, 1969. 53.14 Write the dates you hear. 1. 2. Time expressions. 3. 4. 2018, 2025. 1994, 1848. 5. 6. Complete the time expressions with in, at, on, or no preposition. 2. 1. 6 o'clock. 9. 2015. 2. Sun morn chew. Last night. 10. The weekend. The SAT. 12,345. 3. The evening. 11. January 18th. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 4. The 1960s. 12. The other day. 5. Saturday. 13. Monday morning. 6. April. 14. Yesterday evening. 7. Summer. 15. 8. This morning. 16. 2 weeks ago midnight. The 25th of December. 5. 7. 11. 4, 6, 1, 6 August. Ed's birthday party. January 13th. 16 Love born OROVE. RSPV. 6. 8. 3.12 Listen and check. May. October 31st. Grammar reference 3.4p 144. Talking about you. 7. What days are national holidays in your country? Tell a partner. 8. Write down 3 dates that are important to you. Tell the class. September the 15th, it's my wedding anniversary. 9. Work in small groups. Ask and answer questions. When did you last? Dot. Dot. Question mark. See a film. Black circle. Send a text. Play a sport. Black circle. Do an exam. Black circle. Have a holiday. Get a present. Black circle. Buy some clothes. Black circle. Go out for a meal. I went to the cinema 2 weeks ago. Go online for more speaking practice. What did you see? Did you enjoy it? Writing. Picture stories. Narrative writing. Position of adjectives and adverbs. 1. Complete the sentences with the adjectives and adverbs. In the correct place. 1. A dog jumped up at me. Opening parenthesis. Large, suddenly. 2. Thank you for your invitation. I can't come. Opening parenthesis. Kind, unfortunately. 3. I got out of bed and went to make a cup of tea. Opening parenthesis. Downstairs, nice. 4. We had a meal and we went to the theater. Opening parenthesis. Lovely, then. 5. I was sitting at home when something happened. Opening parenthesis. Last Thursday evening, very strange. 6. He's got 3 sisters, and I've got 3 older sisters. Opening parenthesis. Older, 2. 7. There's a program on TV tonight that I want to see. Opening parenthesis. Interesting, very much. 8. I worked all week. Opening parenthesis. Really hard, last. 2. Work with a partner. Look at the pictures. What do you think the story is about? Use the words below to write the story of Aunt Camilla's portrait. Then read your story aloud to the class. Picture 1. My Aunt Camilla. Dot. Dot. Old and very. Dot. Dot. One day. Dot. Dot. In the mirror. Dot. Dot. Suddenly decided that. Dot. Dot. A portrait of herself. Dot. Dot. Immediately, she. Dot. Dot. The world-famous portrait painter, Rolf Unwin. Picture 2. Twice a week she. Dot. Dot. His studio. Rolf. Dot. Dot. Painted her. Dot. Dot. He didn't want. Dot. Dot. See the picture until. Dot. Dot. Picture 3. Finally. Dot. Dot. The portrait. Dot. Dot. Ready. My aunt. Dot. Dot. Excited and hurried. Dot. Dot. The portrait. Dot. Dot. Exactly like my aunt. Unfortunately she. Dot. Dot. And refused. Dot. Dot. She ordered him to. Dot. Dot. Picture 4. This time. Dot. Dot. Didn't visit. Dot. Dot. The studio. Dot. Dot. After another. Dot. Dot. Months the portrait. Dot. Dot. Ready and my aunt. Dot. Dot. See it. The face. Dot. Dot. A beautiful. Dot. Dot. Girl. It didn't. Dot. Dot. Like my aunt at all. Dot. Dot. She. Dot. Dot. Loved it. She paid Rolf. Dot. Dot. 3. Turn to page 154 and compare your stories. What are the differences? 4. Turn to P155 and look at another picture story. It's a true story, called The Burglar Who Fell Asleep. Go online for more writing practice. Aunt Camilla's portrait. Rolf UN.